Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the series on Revelation, um, where we're teaching the truth on Revelation, because a lot of people don't know what it means; they don't understand it, and most pastors don't teach it. Definitely was moved by God to teach this. And so we're going to continue on. Last time we talked about the beast coming up out of the sea. We talked about the Antichrist, uh, which will have a false assassination attempt. And so we want to talk about this final beast, the beast that comes up out of the sea today. But first, I want to read Revelation 7 and Revelation 13 and 7 and Revelation 13 and 8. Revelation 13 and 7 says, "And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations." So again, this is talking about the tribulation, because we know that many Christians are going to be left behind. Those who were lukewarm, or those who were part-time Christians. But the word says that they will come to themselves in the tribulation, and realize that God is a true God, realize that Jesus is the Son of God, and that they've made a mistake. Okay. So they will not honor the Antichrist. The Christians here would rather starve and die or be beheaded than to serve the Antichrist and take his mark. Okay. And we see that in the next verse. And because we know it says here in this 7th verse that he will make war with the saints and overcome them. So it's not, there's not going to be anywhere to hide. The beast system is built off technology, and we will dive into that more later. But the beast system is will be built off of technology, and will be able to identify you wherever you are at. So, hiding in the woods not going to work. Really, the only thing that will help you is hiding, underground, or hiding in mountains where they can't get your heat signature from the sky. And again, you're going to have to worry about these drones, these insect-sized drones that will be released into the woods to help find Christians that are hiding. So it's going to be very, very hard to hide with the technology that they have. And then on top of that, you won't be able to trust anybody, because we read in chapter 10 where father would be against son, daughter against mother, daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. So it will not be blood anymore like we're used to right now. It would be a spiritual thing where you will either support God or you will either support the devil. So people will choose sides. It won't be a thing to where you will clearly be able to know who's following God and who's following Satan. Okay. This next verse 8, we're still in chapter 13. "And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life, and in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world." So again, those who are left behind will find a peace. God will give them a peace, will give them strength. They will not worship the Antichrist, whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life. I don't care what he does to them. I don't care how hungry they get. I don't care if by them losing their house, their cars, their job. It's not going to matter. They're still not going to worship the Antichrist. So, he will kill them. The ones that he catch, he will kill them. He will catch most of them. Remember, the fifth seal, they're before the throne of God, and they are given white robes, and they are asking God for vengeance. And God tells them, not now, until the number that will be killed as you were is complete. So we know that, once the fourth age is over with and the church age is done and the rapture occurs, we know that grace leaves. Now you will have to, as Revelation 20:4 says, you will die by your testimony of Jesus Christ. So it would be more like works. It says that you will die by the testimony of Jesus Christ, and the word, and you will also be beheaded at that time. So gonna be a very tough time, but it says that Jesus will be with them. As we move forward, we're going to this last beast from the earth. And what it says is in chapter 13, Revelation 13, verse 11 through 14. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb. And he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, the Antichrist, whose deadly wound was healed, again, of false assassination. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So this beast here that comes up out of the earth, this is the false prophet, okay? And so the false prophet will give full support to the Antichrist. And it says that he will have power to do great wonders. And in doing these great wonders, in the sight of men, he would deceive them that dwell on earth, because they're going to see this power. But if, those who serve Satan have power from the devil. They have power from the devil. Think back to when Moses dealt with Pharaoh. And it says that when Moses put down his staff and it turned into a snake, that the magicians, if I can get it out, they threw their staff down too. And their staff turned into snakes, okay? But of course, in the end, the staff from Moses ate up the snakes from Pharaoh's men. So what we have is, all throughout life, whether we're talking about men in high positions, government positions, all throughout society, musicians, actors, they're being given the false prophets that are in the pulpit, and we can go on and name them, where they're being given these powers, and people are following them. And there's nothing that you can say to these people to convince them that this person is false, because, they have been awed by the power that comes off this person. So there's nothing that you'll be able to say to them. So the world will follow the Antichrist. The false prophet will be the Pope. False prophet will be the Pope. Matter of fact, he's saying a lot of things. He's supporting a lot of things right now that are anti-God. All you have to do is pay attention. Of course, he says that it's dangerous to have a personal relationship with Jesus. This came out of his mouth. He's a supporter of same-sex marriage. This man does not have a biblical view. He was also the one that signed off on the one world religion building. This building has all religions under one roof. Okay. And the building is called the Abrahamic Family House. Abrahamic Family House. Okay. It has a synagogue and a church and a mosque under one roof. Under one roof. Under one roof. That's it right there. Okay. It is located on Saadiyat Island in the country is Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is where this island is located. One world religion already in place. It's already there. It's ready. Things are being prepared for the Antichrist ahead of time. So when he comes in, everything will be prepared for him. They are preparing the way. Okay. So the Pope, I remember when he came to America, and it really made me sick to see the things that went on. You know, people handing their babies over to him. You're handing your baby over to a pedophile. Come on now. People handing their babies over to him to kiss on them. People fighting over the water left in a glass that he was drinking out of. It was like I say, the devil he imitates everything that God does. So he actually rode into the White House on a cart called the Mule. So it was an imitation of when Jesus came into Jerusalem. Okay, when he rode the back of a mule. It was an imitation of it. But he rode in there on a cart called the Mule. And they always do things like this. They always mock God and imitate God. So, again, he will lead the one world religion. He's already met with the heads of each denomination. All right. They've had several meetings, these top heads. Again, denominations were signed off. It was created by the Roman Catholic Church so that they could control the church and control the money. That's why there's such a big push in all these churches to raise the money to pay the budgets, because a big percent of that money goes back to the Vatican. So people don't realize that is going on. So I knew when God called me to preach that I would not be involved in any of that. I knew right away from the beginning what was going on there, and that was not for me. You know, people stand up in these certain denominations and they read the Apostle Creed and things like that, and you know, it's just blasphemy from those that are going to lead this world into a one world religion. So we continue to see that there's going to be, for 3.5 to 7 years, there would be a system set up, a beast system. And in this beast system, you will have what you call, I would ask you to look at the the social credit system that they currently have in China right now, that was something like that would be in place. And basically, they have over 200 million cameras in China that do surveillance, okay? And at the start, you're given 1,000 points. And of course, you can increase these points or decrease these points. You do something good, they add. You do something bad, they deduct. If you default on loans or get sued in court, of course, your score drops. If you jaywalk across the street, not only does your point drop, but there's a billboard there where they will put your picture up on the billboard as a offender, and you will lose points. If you speed, you will lose points. If you are caught spreading rumors, you will lose points. If you are caught supporting Jesus, your score will plummet. If you support the wrong political source, your points will drop. There are people there who are actually blacklisted. They cannot fly on planes. They're not allowed to fly on planes. Some are not even allowed to take the train. Their photos are listed in an app, and they're listed again on billboards as people who have been blacklisted. This has been sold, by the way, to over 80 countries. But this is coming to America, where there will be total surveillance of each and every citizen. I remember watching where this guy was talking about, he was at this party in LA, and they were, all the elites met at this humongous house sitting up on, a mountain or what have you. And they looked down. They said that there was a person standing out on the balcony by themselves. And they went out and they said, "What are you looking at?" And that person pointed at the city of LA, where you could see all the lights because it was night. And they said, one day, each one of these people will be marked. And we will know everything that they do. And we will control everything that they do. That day is coming. And the thing about it is, you have to be ready spiritually. And I think it's important to be ready physically. God has been on me about the way I eat. I think it's important to be ready spiritually and physically, but first spiritually. Because we're not ignorant to the word or what's coming. We know what's coming. We already know. Most of the people that's on this channel already know what's coming. They're already skilled in the word. Many of them are teachers of the word. Like Brother Jennings, he has his own show. So we already know what's coming. So for those who know better, we should be prepared. And if we're prepared, we should be helping others to prepare the best that we can. So God bless you. When I return, we will move on to the seventh seal. God did wake me up last night, and he had me to write down a lot of different things about the eclipse that's coming. So there will be a separate video on the eclipse that's coming too. So God bless you. God keep you. Enjoy your Sunday.